Hello and welcome back to another tutorial. In today's video we are going new disco vibes. I'm going to show you a technique I use to extract the bass line from a sample and be able to process the bass line independently of the main sample. Now I've got a project on the go here and I've done 4 little edits from a disco track and warped them and timed them and stretched them and everything to get them to flow with the beat that I've made. If you don't know how to do such a thing, take a sample from a track and get it sort of beat ready if you like. I'll put a link up here somewhere. It's a previous video I've done explaining on how you do that. But in this one, I'll just flick through the edits that I've done to give you an idea, and then I'll show you the process we'd go through to pinch the bass line.
Get on down, get on down, early light, we're gonna, it's 12 o'clock, and the party's just beginning, we just arrived, and we came to get on down, get on party, yeah, after midnight, we're gonna get on down, early light.
So you can clearly hear in the background, you've got some really belting, funky bass lines going on. So the next step would be to create an audio track, which I've done here, and I've asked to get the audio from this track before the effects, so pre-effects. All that will do is take the raw audio from it and it'll play it through both channels, but we're going to process them differently. We're going to call this the bass line, and this is sort of the main loop. So now the effects on this one for the bass line, which is, we've cut all the high and all the mid out, so all we've got is a bass on that. And then this one, we've cut out the bass. So if I play this on its own, so now this one will be playing with all the highs and the mids cut, and this is what you get. Just the bass. If we play them together, I'll take the bass out, and the bass in, and with the beat, and without the bass line. I'm with it. And if you've got a few edits on and the bass lines vary as you're playing them, it's going to play the correct bass line. And you can even play it without the main sample and just the bass line. And then what I tend to do next is I always like to have my kick and my bass in a group together, so I can then apply a bit of compression just to tie them together a bit. So my setup here, I have my percussion group and I have my kick and my bass group, and then I'll group them groups. So group the kick and bass group and the perc group to a drum bus, and then I can apply effects then to then tie the kick and the bass and the percussion together. So once I've done the process on this bass line, I will then drag it into my kick and my bass group, which is just now together. And if I flick through these, it will change what's playing in here because it's taking the audio from this channel. Doesn't matter where it is on there, you can put it wherever you want, whatever it says in there is taking the audio from. So That's an instant groove there. And like I said at the beginning of the video, if you don't know how to prepare a sample from an old track, then check out my other video, sampling 70s disco tracks. It'll show you straight away how to do it. Right, okay, so it was short and sweet this time. I really wanted to get this video done. I've tried several times to do it and failed miserably because I just wasn't feeling it at the time, but I'm on it tonight. So I'm going to do a bit more work on this track and see where it takes me. Hopefully this has been of use. Any questions or anything at them, just drop them in the comments at the bottom. And thanks so much again to all the subscribers. I'm really over the moon. Like I said, there's over 200 now, and I'm getting more and more each day. And it's driving me to make more and more content. So thanks very much. See you next time.